Well, the president kicked off the new year with a message for his critics. He tweeted, "Happy New Year to everyone," in all caps, including the haters and the fake news media. 2019 will be a fantastic year for those not suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, TDS. Just calm down and enjoy the ride. Great things are happening for our country. With the new Congress taking session, what can we expect in the year ahead? Here to break it all down, John McLaughlin, former Trump campaign pollster and president and partner of McLaughlin and Associates. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Great to be with you.
We got a new Congress coming in.
Right.
You know, the president had a couple of senators who were not helpful to him. He had Senator Jeff Flake and he had Senator Bob Corker. They're both gone, and we've got a couple of new people, Rick Scott, and also we've got Josh Hawley from the great state of Missouri coming in.
Right, and those are really good changes for the president, because the one thing about the Republican Party now, it's the party of Donald Trump. Millions of voters agree with the president. I mean, he crushed it when when we were doing his primary campaign. He crushed it. He was winning primary after primary because people responded to his message about trade and about immigration, et cetera. And now you've got a list of, in just 2 years, over 200 accomplishments. And so when you think about the changes where Jeff Flake was trying to hold us up right to the end of the shutdown, he was trying to protect Robert Mueller, who after 2 years, we have a national poll in December, after 2 years, only 32% think there's anything to that investigation. And when you look at Josh Hawley replaced Claire McCaskill. She never gave us a vote on taxes, didn't support us on judges, didn't support us on the Supreme Court. So the Kavanaugh effect really helped. And we had done super PAC work in both Florida to help Rick Scott and in Missouri to help Josh Hawley. And they will make a big difference for the president.
Well, yeah, this morning, I think it's this morning or this afternoon, the president's going to be meeting with Republicans and Democrats, although we don't know whether or not any Democrats are going to show up, to talk about border security. And ultimately, the wall funding is going to come up. Is this a winner for the president? Because he's made it very clear. Look, I ran on building the wall. I can't walk away without some wall dough.
It's not just about the wall. It's about a legal immigration system versus open borders. The Democrats are really running to the radical left, where they want open borders. Think about it. We took a survey in September, and we found that 65% to like 25%, they prefer the legal system to open borders. What they're doing with this shutdown is they're aiding and abetting people who are coming here for jobs. That's what they say they're coming here for. And what they're doing is jumping the line on people who are here legally. So every year we take in over 1 million people legally. They wait, they spend money on it, their families hope for them getting in, and now these people are just coming up to the border and getting in. It's wrong, and the president knows it.
All right, let's see what happens in that meeting. John, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Great to see you back.
All right, thank you. Good to be back.